Hello and welcome to Ferrell Swim Tech. My name is John Ferrell. This is the wow, gotta love it when a surprise burp totally derails your intro. This is the I'm sorry. I thought okay. Hey, Frito, we're gonna edit all of that out. Okay, that whole thing's gonna get edited out. Okay, let's start again. Hello, what is up? Welcome to Ferrell Swim Tech. My name is John Ferrell. This is the live stream where I take my 15 plus years of racing experience and 12 plus years of private coaching experience, and I help you get faster in the pool. This is a live broadcast done for Team Zoot's Facebook page. I also record these streams and upload them to my own accounts, which I understand I'm really far behind on. I really need to do a good bulk upload and then just get them all arranged. FerrellSwimTech at gmail.com is going to be the best place to get a hold of me. You want in-person lessons. You want me to review your stroke technique virtually. Want me to do one for your friends. Or, hey, if you know a pro that's looking for a stroke technique coach, FerrellSwimTech at gmail.com. I'm unproven because I haven't had an opportunity yet. So I really think I can help any professional really get faster. So Instagram, Ferrell Swim Tech on Instagram. Once again, this softball season thing is totally wrecking my ability to just simply get out there and film. Ferrell Swim Tech at YouTube and Ferrell Swim Tech on Rumble. That's the repository for all of my live streams, plus all of my stroke technique reviews. They all go there. So just wanted to quickly talk about the affiliate, our good affiliate for the stream, which is Dynamic Triathlete. Dynamic Triathlete is an app that is hold on, I'm trying to bring it up here. This app is it's computer based and phone based, where you are given 20-minute stretching routines and stretching, strengthening, and this allows you to kind of unlock, let's go here, there, and the analysis. So this helps you unlock your body, your flexibility, helps keep your body balanced. If you sit at a desk a lot, you need a good stretching routine. Dynamic Triathlete can do this for you. These are definitely more aimed at the running and cycling areas of problems with flexibility. I'm trying to see if I can help advise them on some stretching routines specifically for swimming. But they have a lot of good stuff for hips, which if you have problems with your kick and you can't lay nice and flat on the water, the hip routine is going to be a really good place to start. You can get it on Google Play. Their prices are very good. They are so it's $85 per year, $10 a month. If you use offer code SWIM, SWIM, at checkout, you get 10% off either one of these. I really like the fact that they have good warm-up routines and their stretching routines are super good. Highly recommend them. If you use offer code SWIM, you also help out the stream. They're very generous with how much of your price actually comes to the affiliates. So helping out the stream for about $80 a year, and you can have good daily stretching routines. 100%. You want to get faster in the pool, you need to become more flexible. Flexibility is king in swimming. Dynamic Triathlete can help get you there. It's just a super good app. I wouldn't tell you about it if I don't use it myself, and I highly recommend it. And that is Dynamic Triathlete. One other thing too is, if you like what you see here, make sure that you are checking out the link tree. This is where I post all my stuffs. So if you like what you see here, there's an easy direct donation button. Also here I do video game streaming, so if you're into that stuff, check out all those. But here's my Ferrell Swim Tech. Book a lesson, check out gear, and then various other ways to get a hold of me. These are a bunch of things that I'm affiliated with. Down here's the Discord. If you like Discord, come join the Discord. It's mostly about my gaming stuff, but we have a good time too. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get to the topic at hand. Look here. Okay, that was about 5 minutes worth of blah, blah, blah. Good. We're going to go full. There you go. So let's kind of recap what we've been talking about here. We've been talking a lot about drills this year, and I've really made it a focus to talk about drills because drills, in my opinion, are going to take a very slow swimmer and make them much faster, quicker, because we're addressing the actual root causes of the problem. The main real issue with a lot of people and speed in the water is simply because they don't know how to get speed in the water. You know, my overall hypothesis is runners and cyclists, you come from a background where you push down on the pedals, you push your feet on the ground, you move your feet faster, you do all that stuff, you're going to go faster. In water, you have an opportunity to where you can be doing all those things, but you're not going faster, and it's super frustrating, and I totally get it. So what we need to do is we need to start building from the ground up. We need to build some rigidity into our stroke. We need to make sure that people or that you understand what the mechanics are of swimming. Okay, so how do we do this? So first we have to identify the root cause of a lot of problems, which is stiffness. We need to make sure that our arms are nice and stiff as we're pulling through the water. Just like we want stiff shoes, we want stiff cycling shoes, running shoes. Super shoes have all the carbon plate for added stiffness and springiness to it. When we're in the water, we need to make sure that our arms are pulling and our whole arm is engaged, because if we don't do that, we're simply not going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the water, because all in all, at the end of the day, it's just physics. You want to put more pressure on the water. Now, with running and cycling, we put pressure on our feet. That's not where the speed comes from. The speed comes from the arms. Your kick is only about 5 to 10% of your speed of your stroke, especially for freestyle. Butterfly and breaststroke, it's about 40 to 45% of your 40+%. Breaststroke, it could be upwards to 60% of your stroke. So for freestyle, though, if you're slower than 130 per 100, I just had a discussion about this on Lionel's Discord. If you're slower than 130 per 100, your kick just simply doesn't want to be a liability. Okay, that's why a lot of the drills that we do highly focus in on the arms. And truth be told, there's not a whole lot of kicking drills, especially in the water. So what we've done is to start addressing the root of the problem of arm stiffness. I started with sculling. Sculling, remember, it's being able to push in, push out, push in, push out, push in, push out, and move yourself forward in the water. This helps. You have to have nice and stiff arms, because if your arms are wobbly, you're not going to be pushing any water in the right direction. So you have to have nice stiff arms. So beyond that, what did we do next? We then addressed one of the biggest problems that I see is the catch. Catch is a very nebulous term. A lot of people don't fully understand it. So we went back to basics and we talked about doggy paddling. It's when you push the hand forward, grab your brick, bring it down to center as that next arm comes forward. Shoots forward, pull back. Shoot forward. I don't want to hit my mic arm that much. But you shoot forward, grab, push back till about midway. Push forward, pull back. This is the same idea where you extend your arm, grab the brick, push down to your belly button. Make sure you have about 90-degree push with the arm, or 90-degree position by the time you're done with the push. So now we're talking about the first half of the stroke, okay? There's not a ton. I mean, the drill today, we're going to talk about finishing the stroke. But in reality, for a lot of people, if they actually are able to not do this and do this, that's going to be a huge boost to your speed overall. Now, we then talked about the next part, which is fingertip drag. Okay, we talked about tippy toe kicking next. So tippy toe kicking next is the idea of straight legs and kicking just like you're on your tippy toes. Because if you're on your tippy toes, you're going to lock your knee, lock your ankle, and you're only going to be using your hip to wiggle the leg up and down. Okay, remember, slower than 130 per 100, simply want the kick to not be a liability. You don't want your kick to be down here, and all of this water is just stopping you. Your legs essentially become an anchor, and we don't want that. We don't want you focused on it. It's not imperative that you focus on generating more power with your legs, especially if you're doing long distance swims. You're going to be pull heavy. So then it comes to the recovery drills. The recovery part of your stroke is the part that's over the wire. So what we want to do is we want to address a couple issues with the stroke. Number one is getting the elbow up and over. I understand there's a lot of people that say you want to have a straight arm recovery. I say that's a lot more situational. It's much better to kind of be nice and relaxed and not force your body to support the weight of your arm coming fully up and over each time. Excuse me. So you kind of just, you're adding to the moment arm, okay? Engineering term, moment arm. You don't want a big cantilever hanging out here. Just bend it over, punch it forward. So we did fingertip drag, and the main idea of that is to start your hand in the backwards position, bring the elbow up, and then push the hand forward. What we want to avoid is this, which I have seen people that swim exactly like this. This does you nothing. You want to push all the way to the back, bring the elbow up, hand comes to the front, hand enters the water. So then we also did the salute drill. So then what the salute drill does is this teaches you how to better aim and put your arm in the water for the right recovery. So we want to come here, get your hand somewhere. I like to put it just right here below, right at my cheek, and then push it in the water and extend and have your arm extend about a couple, maybe about 2 to 3 inches below the water. So those now comprise the catch and the recovery, okay? So then after that, we talked about vertical kicking. Vertical kicking is really more for an advanced kicking drill. Tippy toe kicking, that is really the beginner of the kicking technique. And then when you go into vertical kicking, that's where you're really going to start. You're going to start working on understanding that there is a kick up and a kick down, or is a kick down, which a lot of people do great, but nobody gets the up kick. That's using your quads and your glutes to draw the leg up towards the surface. When you're doing vertical kicking, you really want to be focused on keeping those legs nice and straight and try and keep your hips solid, draw the leg back and draw the leg forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. So you want to reduce the amount of knee bend as much as possible. There is a little bit of knee bend in vertical kicking. It's just the nature of the beast. But try and keep those legs as straight as possible. And I'm so sorry. Yesterday was a really, really, really long day for me. Because my kids wouldn't get to sleep, I couldn't get to sleep. Anyway, so then we switched gears and we went from drilling into drilling aids. So we talked about fins, how to use fins in order. We talked about side-to-side drill too. Side-to-side drill, introducing rotation and helping with breathing. So you're on your side, and we're learning to be very comfortable on our sides for the side-to-side drill. So reach out, take a couple breaths, about 2 to 3 breaths, do a full rotation onto the other side. Okay, that's we did that drill too. So then we went and talked about fins and how to use fins in order to aid the drills. Do not use fins as a crutch. You can use fins for recovery. That is perfectly okay. Do not use fins as a substitute for poor kicking. Okay, you want to use fins for speed. Great. You want to use fins to not make your legs a liability with drills. Great. If you're using them while you're swimming just because your kick sucks, not great. Don't do that. So then, last but not least, we talked snorkels. Snorkels are a really great friend, especially for the pulling. When you are, excuse me. So when you are when you're drilling, not when you're drilling. Yeah. When you're drilling, and you want to just keep that head nice and still, you don't want to be rocking it to the side every single time. Use a snorkel. It's going to keep your head nice and straight so you can actually work on all the drills and stuff. That's where we are today. So today we're going to introduce another drill. It's called the finishing drill. So the finishing drill is a good one to work on for your distance per stroke. So just remember, if you are watching this live, and you have any, honestly, I'm going to open it up, this stream. Any questions whatsoever. This drill is actually really easy to explain, so it's not going to take that much time. So I'm going to kind of open it up. If anyone's got any questions at all, pop them in the comments, pop them in the chat. I'll address them. I'll address any and all comments. So let's talk about the finishing drill. So the idea of the finishing drill is we want to pull through and finish here. Okay. Too many people finish with their elbow backwards. So you pull and then you get to here and then the elbow's back and then the hand is forward and then you just kind of push forward. This kind of creates this really weird, like, wind-up mechanical toy where your arm just kind of looks like this, and you may go down, but then the elbow comes back in order to bring it forward. Because my idea is what you're trying to do is this, okay? You're thinking you're doing this, but in reality, you're doing this, okay? Now, for a lot of people, this is simply because when you're on the land and you're kind of thinking about it, okay, this is what you're doing. And now you're bent over, and I'll show this. I'll show this on the bench in a few minutes. But then instead of rotating it 90 degrees, since you're now rotating 90 degrees, you have this mentality and this muscle memory of this, okay? So then you're now flat on the water, you pull, you go forward on the water. You go forward on the water when you're standing up and when you're on the water, okay? So it's really important to kind of come to grips with the reality that you're flat. You're flat on the water. You're not vertical in the water. You're flat on the water. So if you do all of your visualization drills standing up and down, there's a good case to be made that what you're doing is you're simply doing your drills standing up and down, and you're just kind of reaching forward like this. You should be reaching up to the sky. Push down, elbow comes behind you as you're reaching up. So for a lot of you, there simply might be a mentality to where you need to do your if you're doing dry land stuffs and you're like, I still don't get it. You need to shift your thinking into thinking vertically, not horizontally. Because when you're flat on the water, you're reaching up here, you're pushing down. You're not reaching forward, pushing backwards. So maybe just that simple shift in mentality is what's needed for you to fix your stroke. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head back to the bench, and I'm going to really show you what this drill is. So give me a sec. I got to fix. Nope, not that. There you go. Oh, bam. All right. Okay. So let's get back to the bench. So with this drill, what we're wanting to do is we're going to want to be here. So we're going to reach here. We're going to push backwards to here. Okay? So when our hand is back here, this is where we want to really focus on the drill. Okay? So we're here, and the finishing drill is you do your pull and you flick. You know, give a good hard flick at the end of your stroke. Now, word of warning here, this is actually a very, very terrible habit to do. Where what you don't want to do is you don't want to flick every single stroke you do. What you want to do is you want to come here, okay? And then elbow comes up, hand comes forward. Here, 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 okay? The hand ends here, not here, okay? I see a lot of people do this, especially when they're trying to learn how to sprint for the first time. Your hand coming out of the water does you no good. And not only that, there's a vertical component to what you're trying to do, and that's just simply wasted energy. We want to grab that water all the way up here, and we want to push it back here as hard as we can. Anything beyond that is no good. But what we're doing here with the drill is we're learning how to finish with our hand all the way back down here. So, and I'm going to be in the pool today, so I will actually film this drill today. But just remember, what we're really trying to do is to come to here and finish here, all right? Because when we're talking about distance per stroke, we want to be able to reach all the way up, grab that water here, push all the way through, and get to here. All right? See, my hand is in line with the body. My thumb is digging right into my quad. Okay? You know, because if you're here, because a lot of people, let me kind of show you the differences of finishing the stroke. There's a lot of people that go full moon, and then the elbow comes up here. Okay? So you see, my hand is somewhere down here, and then they come forward. Okay? So then they're usually what this means is you also see the hand drift forward. You see, if I pull back with my elbow, my hand naturally drifts forward. So the idea is we don't want to pull with the elbow, okay? We actually want to center our pressure right in the forearm. If you put it right about in the forearm, somewhere up closer to the wrist, that's going to give you a nice full pulling platform, and then you're going to extend and push that forearm all the way until it's straight, okay? So, number one, dragging with the elbow. So pulling with the elbow, and then the elbow comes back, and then the hand comes forward. This one is really common, and my going theory is that you're simply pulling more with the elbow, making the motion with the elbow, bringing it up, and then bringing it forward, instead of pushing through all the way back. So then another one that I see is, actually no, that is basically the worst one that I see. The more common one is, or you see it here. Yeah, I actually see the pull through here. Elbow comes up, and then hand comes forward. So I'll see the pull actually finish, but then the elbow comes back, hand comes up, hand comes forward. Okay? So we want to be able to push all the way back, finish the stroke, bring the elbow up, and then here. So remember, the idea of the elbow up is if we're standing here, so if I'm standing and I bring the elbow up so it's behind me, and then I push forward, okay?
So when you're kind of thinking, oh, okay, you're here, and then you're here, here, then here, here, then here, what's happening is you're replicating that when you're prone, and you're here, 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 here. Okay? So what we need to do is if we're here, we want to have our elbow come back, reach that arm up. And I know that I'm clipping out of the frame here, but what we're doing is as we pull back, the elbow actually comes backwards as our hand goes up to the ceiling. So that's actually going to put you in the right position. So one last time, the finishing drill is start here, push all the way back, flick, and then bring the elbow up towards the sky, and then bring the hand back forward. So flick, 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 flick. All right? So give yourself a good hard flick, and bring your arm back forward. Okay, we're going to be switching cameras now. There you go.
So yeah, so that's the finishing drill. Like I said, not a whole ton of explanation on that one. I really wanted to make this this stream more about kind of recapping everything and talking about how to just kind of recapping all the drills that we've done so far. I really hope that these drills have helped you become a stronger swimmer. Honestly, if you have found improvement through these drills, let me know in the comments. I'm always excited to hear when people are able to make themselves faster. It is still my hard, fast theory that any swimmer or any triathlete that consistently trains, you can easily go sub 145 per 100. You just need to you need to understand the technique that'll actually get you there, and that's what this series is designed to do. I know that swimming is a very difficult sport to understand. It's hard to wrap your head around, especially if you only spend 1 to 2 hours in the pool. Just remember that I always recommend a lot more time in the pool. If you really want to work on technique, I highly recommend trying to find at least 4 1-hour blocks during the week to being able to get in the water and swim more consistently. That more than anything is going to help you with the feel, and then with the drills, that's going to kind of work on the mechanics and the thought processes that you're really going to need in order to excel in swimming. So I don't know what drill I'm going to be doing next week, to be brutally honest. I need to start reviewing other drills and see if there's anything else that would be relevant. If I can't find anything, we'll definitely be doing stretch cords. We're going to talk about stretch cords, how you can use them, and how you can help strengthen your shoulders, how you can help work on the pull with the stretch cords. I'm going to make sure that I have a set of stretch cord paddles on hand. I'm going to order some this week just to make sure I have them on hand when I actually do that stream. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else with regards to that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope that you'll hit me up, ferrellswimtech@gmail.com. I'm actually going to be filming a swim technique review right after I finish the stream today. So send me your footage. I'll review it. I'll put together a video, send it back to you. I do this based off of donations, so it's a pay what you want kind of a thing. You can pay as little or as much as you want. Donations, like I showed in the link tree, I have a donate button. Donations go towards race fees, new equipment, also buying my children milkshakes. It's not putting food on the table. It's helping me fund my triathlon endeavors. Also pays for my wife's weight training and my kids' private softball coaches. So, so any help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again to Mark. I know I give him a big shout out every single stream. Literally, he's the one that is allowing me to commandeer their Facebook page and just simply do this stream. Also, thanks to everyone that tunes in and watches the videos. I definitely monitor the comments. There's been I've gotten some very nice emails over the past couple of months. People, reaching out and just genuinely being grateful for this stream. That's the reason why I do this. I want to help people get faster in swimming. I talk about this every once in a while, but truly, swimming made me the person that I am. I had no self-esteem in middle school. I was a swimmer. I was a mediocre swimmer. And then by the time I got into the 8th grade, I got a lot faster very quickly. And the rest is history. So swimming has been a big part of my life. I'm really grateful for the opportunity I have to make it a part of your lives. So anything I can do to help you out, ferrellswimtech@gmail.com. This is the easiest way for you to get a hold of me. Also, you can send me direct messages on Instagram, or you can check me on YouTube or Rumble. So that's honestly it for this stream. I know the finishing drill isn't the flashiest of the drills, but it's good for the distance per stroke, and we had that really good discussion about the idea of here as opposed to here. So if you like what you see here, whatever platform you're watching this on, please hit that like and subscribe button. Here on Facebook, just whenever you get the chance, if you tune in to the Friday streams, if you tune into the Friday streams, make sure, if you can, give a little shout out for Ferrell Swim Tech. Let Mark know that you really enjoy this broadcast. Also, if you're a cyclist or a runner, my challenge is to find a Team Zoot member that is a cyclist or runner and help you get a live stream just like this. If you need help, with gear, you need help webcams, how to configure OBS, open broadcasting software, how do you set up a live stream like this? Please let me know. I've been live streaming since 2016. I'm not the best live streamer. I'm no PewDiePie. But I know how all of it works. I can help you get something up and started. So my challenge is for anyone that has a heavy background in cycling or a heavy background in running. I would love to see a broadcast like this on Team Zoot so we can continue to help others get stronger and faster on the bike and the run. So anyway, if you got any desires to do this, ferrellswimtech@gmail.com. Let me help you get started. It is full disclosure, I want to see a stream on this because I need to get faster on the bike and the run. At the time of recording this, I have my first race coming up this weekend. I know that a lot of people participated in Ironman Oceanside last weekend. And I have my first race this weekend. It is the Los Alamitos Race the Base Reverse Sprint Triathlon. Yeah, I do the little guys. I can't train for the big boys. So I do sprints and Olympics mostly. My first race is a reverse sprint on the base. Got to redeem myself for 2020. This was the final race before the lockdown. Literally, it was 2 days before the lockdown. And I got 2 flat tires on the course, and I've been wanting redemption ever since. So my goals are, and I'll report back next week to see how I did. So the goals are sub 7:10 per mile on the 5K, hoping to be in the 21 range, low 22, high 21 range. That's where I want to be on the run. And then on the bike, I simply just don't want to get a flat tire. That's it. However I go on the bike is fantastic. And then I want to win the for the 200 meter. It's a 200 meter swim. So I want to win the 200 meter swim. Those are my 3 goals. I want to be the fastest swimmer. I want to go a 21-minute 5K, and then just don't get flat tires. So yeah, Los Alamitos Race the Base. It was $50 cheaper than Pasadena Reverse. That was the big selling point. I'm like, I don't want to spend more money than I have to on race fees. So if I can do a reverse sprint for $50 less, sign me up. Also, make sure you support your local races. I know that hey, thanks, Deanna. I know that the Ironmans are totally flashy, but I love doing local races. They're so much fun. They're so much more relaxed, especially if you do like non-USAT sanctioned races. Oh, they're a good time. Like, for instance, I'm going to plug Bayshore. We got Bayshore coming up in 2 weeks. Bayshore is down in Long Beach. Hey, Catherine, what's up? Good morning. So Bayshore is going to be happening in 2 weeks. This is down in Long Beach, California. And it's a fantastic race. I know the crew that puts them on. They're super chill guys. This year, they're putting up like a whole tent area. I mean, there's going to be vendors there. I mean, this is going to be a big deal this year. So I'm doing the sprint. So they do a sprint and a 70.4 in April, and then they're doing an Olympic and 70.4 in November. So if you want to do a half Ironman distance race and you only want to spend like $150 on it, I mean, come down to Long Beach, man. Long Beach is great. I love Long Beach. Just disregard the homeless. I'm sorry, it's true. So yeah, Long Beach is a great place to race. Highly recommend doing it. The Bayshore race actually pops up on some off beaten path race stuffs. Oh, Joy, I'm doing your video next. I'm doing your video. I am going to do your video literally after I finish this broadcast. I figured out how to get your video, and I'm literally going to be doing it next. But hey, I'm glad to hear that you've been working on the kicking. Joy sent me some video. Okay, let me put this out here. This will be the last thing. Then I got to get going and do Joy's video. Let me be honest with you. Do not be embarrassed to send me video of yourself swimming. This is what I do. I will poke fun at your video. Okay, this is how I would do things. Okay, I'm gonna poke fun at your video just a little bit. It's all in good fun, and sincerely, do not be embarrassed to send me any video whatsoever. Any video helps me get you faster. Okay? The doctor can't diagnose you unless you tell the doctor all of your embarrassing symptoms. Okay? You need to tell the doctor you have outrageous flatulence. That's embarrassing. That is not fun. But you gotta tell the doctor what's wrong with you. So, send me your video. I don't care what it looks like. I mean, just as long as it actually is, is decent quality. That's the only thing I care about, is that it's decent quality, that I can actually see what's going on. Okay, don't bust out your Sony Cyber Shot from the early 2000s that still use the plastic floppy disks. Okay, you need a decent cell phone camera. You got yourself a GoPro. Got a friend that's got a GoPro. Use those to film yourself swimming. ferrellswimtech@gmail.com. Send me any messages, anything. Yeah, that'd be great. Instagram, Ferrell Swim Tech. YouTube, @Ferrell Swim Tech. Rumble, Ferrell Swim Tech. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. I need to get out. Excuse me. I need to get out here and do Joy's video. So, once again, thank you, everyone that does tune into these. Hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Lets the guys at Zoot know if they actually care, if they care about metrics, that you are enjoying this video. Also, just always remember, there's the link tree, which is down in the comments below. You can get a hold of me if you live in Los Angeles, San Bernardino, Orange, San Diego, or even Southern Ventura counties in California. I am open to swim lessons. If you want me to come for your Team Zoot camp, send me a message. We'll see if I can work something out. I am planning on being at the Southern California camp this year. Definitely want to do a stroke technique session while we're there. Yeah, so hope to see you all at the training camp this year. I'm really excited. I'm very much so planning on being there, barring any scheduling mishaps. I should be there. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Keep training, everyone. Once again, congratulations to everyone that competed at Ironman Oceanside. And hope to see some of you at Race the Base this weekend and also at Bayshore. I know Zoot has a good showing at Bayshore every year. Hope to see you all on the beach. So until then, my friends, good night, Isaiah Norris. Wherever you are, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.